welcome back to the Desma Works channel, and today is the first video for the Ducati ST2 Restoration Project. So just to be up front straight away, this will not be a Conkers type restoration. It's going to be a restoration to make it usable and workable and presentable again. So what the purpose of today's video is, I'm going to walk you around the bike and show you what needs doing. As you can see, there's no fairing on this side because it's damaged. You can see obviously little bits of grime and wear and tear. So it's had a reasonably hard life. Mileage is not actually that bad. It's sitting on there at 31,000 miles, which for a touring bike is not too bad. My personal view on the ST range was that they were undervalued. I think that they're a good bike, and that's why I bought one. I was after a tourer. I didn't really want a multistrada because I'm not really a big fan of those. Certainly the earlier ones anyway. The later ones are pretty good bikes, but because I tend to be a sports bike fan and not a touring fan, I thought this would be a gentle introduction to touring. So let's talk through what's what on the bike, what needs doing, and what I'll be planning to do over the course of the next few videos. Okay, first off, the bike lived outside with its previous owner, hence the condition is slightly worse for wear. He did have it indoors for a long while. Then my understanding from the dealer that I bought it off of is that either the previous owner or his wife knocked it over in the garage. He then, which is why it's got some limited damage to the fairings that I'll show you in a second. But my understanding is after that initial piece of damage, it was then parked outside while they worked out what to do with it, and hence it's in the condition it is now. So I've taken the cover off the clutch, and I'll explain why in a second. But first off, one of the key pieces I'll be doing is dropping the engine to give the engine a full overhaul, because it's 31,000 miles. Not an engine I know. You can see that there's paint flaking absolutely everywhere. It's I want to get it to a known state, so because the intention is to go to World Ducati Week next year, or it was the plan to do it this year, but obviously with COVID at the moment, that's all gone to rats. So the aim is to get this bike up to a usable standard so that I can take it across to Italy next year, return it to the home of its birth. So engine out, I'll be putting a decent new clutch in because it's obviously all rusted and everything like that. I'm going to see if I can clean up the radiator rather than replace it. So the fins don't look too bad. I can take a fin comb to the ones that are bent over and give them a good clean up, and hopefully if I can just get this cleaned off and get the oxidization treated, I should be able to just repaint that. I'll get the correct sized battery. This looks to be a 1098 S1, but it's in there because it just enables me to be able to start the bike, so I'm not too fussed about that. I've got a full set of luggage, both the side panniers and the top pannier for the bike. So one of the bits I'll be doing is taking these pannier rails off just to recoat them. And I haven't made up my mind whether to just rub them down and paint them with an enamel paint or powder coat them. Obviously I know that the powder coating is the better process, but what I'm trying to do is trying to do this job on a little bit of a budget. I'll get some brake servicing done, so we'll have all the calipers apart, we'll do the pistons and seals and everything like that. We'll put fresh fluid in, because as you can see the fluid is, well, it looks black. Needs damn good clean. Forks will get rebuilt, needs new dust seals, so I'm assuming it will need new internal seals, but we'll get the right weight oil in there, give the fork bottoms a clean up. One of the things I want to do with this project, which is something I've not done before, is I'm going to get a plating kit, and I'm going to see if I can just replate all the bolts myself, because I just thought that would be a little bit of fun. I will send the wheels away to get powder coated if they don't clean up very well. They don't seem to be chipped, so I might be able to get away with that. And I'll need to measure up the caliper, the brake discs, because there's a step in there, so it might need new brake discs. As we can see, it's going to need new chain, so I'll get new chain, front sprocket, rear sprocket, give it all a damn good clean down. I'm going to take off the exhaust system and give it a good clean, see if I can get it to a decent standard, perhaps even partially polish it. I need to find a new foot peg on the rider's side. It's not the end of the world, but I'll see if I can get hold of one of those. So this is a water-cooled 2-valve, as you can see from the radiator that was on the front. So I haven't done a 2-valve for the channel yet, so it'll be the first 2-valve job that I'll do for the channel, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Rear shock will be serviced. Spring looks okay, but I might send that away to get repowder coated, but you can see the condition of the serviceable items on the shock is terrible, so that needs a full rebuild. The ride height adjuster looks like it might be okay. Certainly hasn't been mauled, which is a positive sign. I'll get a few little bits of bling, so I'm going to get a carbon rear hugger, carbon little foot plate sides. I have found somebody that's got a brand new set of Ducati Performance carbon exhausts for an ST2, so I might add a little bit of bling. And the aim is to repaint the fairings, so it will stay red, but I need to get those up to a nice acceptable standard as well, so we'll be doing that over the course of the project. Into the cockpit area, so I'm going to need a new speedo. It's cracked, but I'll keep this for the record so that if I do decide to sell it on eventually, then they'll be able to have the original mileage plus whatever I've done on it. Need a new top yoke nut, because somebody looks like they forced it with a screwdriver, which is a bit bizarre. New Brembo cap, or even master cylinder reservoir. The switch is a bit faded, so I'll get a new one of those. And then this one is not working properly, so the high beam sticks and the indicators barely move, so I've got a spare one of these up in the bike loft, so not too much of an issue. The forks are the non-adjustable type. I'm umming and ahhing as to whether to find a set of ST4S forks, which would be a direct drop-in and give me a bit more playing, but at the end of the day it's a touring bike, so it's not the end of the world. Frame looks okay. No major signs of rust. Once we get it away, I'll be able to check for the typical weak points on the ST2s, which I believe is this cross member that goes across there, can get signs of cracking, so I'll give it a good check over. Hopefully the wheel cleans up. Again, it looks reasonably okay. New set of tyres will be needed all round. The indicator on the rear has been snapped off, so need to source an alternative. I've got a spare mirror, but this the mount for this is cracked, so that'll need replacing. This one looks to have been bounced off, so I just need to take it apart and see what the issue is, whether it's savable or not. It's got a crack in the top, so just quickly, one of the jobs that needs doing is the fairing has got cracked where it was damaged by the previous owner in 2 spots. The rest of it, I think, when I've looked around, it seems okay. What I'm going to try to do with this is something that I've not done before. So I've plastic welded before, but you can get the chemical plastic repair kits, and I'm going to give one of those a try and just see how well that comes up on here. So I've got that on order, and obviously because the whole bike's going to be repainted, it doesn't matter how that works out, because if it doesn't, I can retry it. Interestingly, the heat insulation needs to be pulled back to repair this top piece here, so that might be a little bit of a faff, but not the end of the world. what seems to be an old bike common problem, in that I have one key for the fuel tank, one key for the ignition, and they're not the same. I will try and find a matched ignition, seat lock and fuel cap set. So under the seat, just looks like it needs a good clean. ECU's not been tampered with, which is a positive. But we can see the earth looks a bit dirty, so I'll be giving everything under here a good clean. It's got the original toolkits, which is kind of nice. It's got the original Ducati alarm there as well, but as I don't have the fob for that, I'm going to remove that. Seat itself looks in reasonable nick. It looks like, having never had one of these, it looks like you're supposed to have a foam strip going all the way round, so I'll have to get some closed cell foam to be able to do that, and I'll just clean up and treat the staples with a bit of rust protector so that they don't rot away. Right, engine wise, so all the dash works. It's a little bit faded on the fuel computer. It's taking its time to get down to show that it's got a minimum in there, but all the lighting comes up correctly, which is a plus point. And as you can hear, there is a problem with this clutch. Now it could be the bearing within the clutch itself or the cush drives that have gone, or it could be the main bearing that sits as part of the case. My initial view is it's probably something to do with the clutch pack itself, because when the clutch is pulled in you don't get the noise, and actually, as you heard, the engine is pretty quiet and smooth. It doesn't make any smoke. So, I mean, I'm only taking it apart and doing it just so that I can get the cases painted and bring everything back to an acceptable standard. But there is certainly an issue with the clutch. As you heard when it initially started and it over revved, is the throttle body itself seems reasonably loose. The throttle is incredibly stiff. So, I mean, it takes quite a bit of force to move that, and it doesn't spring back really quickly. So I think I need a new throttle cable. The other bit is that the choke mechanism sticks. So I need to adjust the choke mechanism as well, or clean it up and make sure that the cable's all oiled and lubed up. So there's a little bit of work in there. Goes without saying, it will be fully serviced as I take the bike and apart and put it back together. So new air filter, new oil filter, new spark plugs will be going in. The air feed tube from the front is split, so I need to source a new one of those. Then I'm going to get some adjustable clutch levers and brake levers, just for a comfort point of view. I haven't made up my mind whether to put heated grips on. Going to try and clean up all of the fixtures and fittings bolts wise, so that we've got good ones on there. Rear brake is good and solid. The stands will come off and be powder coated, so that they're resilient. All of the fuel line, all the drain lines will be cleaned up. Any fuel lines will be replaced, so that I've got, because you can, I don't know if you can see in there, but they don't look in great condition, so I'll be putting new fuel lines on. The bike is filthy, so it's gonna have a good clean. I'm not gonna film that. I think everybody knows how to clean their bike. I'm just looking at I've just noticed that the oil cap doesn't appear to be screwed in properly, and it is loose, so okay, might have just not been put back on properly. So you've got the alarm wiring that needs to be stripped out, which will get done. It's been cut away up there, as you can see, so it's not live. So all in all, a nice little project to be getting on with the aim of riding this all the way down to Italy for World Ducati Week next year. So the aim is that it will be spick and span by then. So as I said, not concours, so I'm not going to worry about being 100% true to what it should look like from a Ducati point of view, but it will be very presentable when this is all finished. So the aim is to get it back to giving it a lease of life. The reason why I'm not going to spend loads and loads and loads of money bringing it back to concours is these bikes just don't hold their value. A really good, solid, reliable touring bike, but they were not very popular for some reason, best known to the people that didn't buy them. So I think these ST2 engines are pretty reliable. The early 2 valves don't make massive power. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I think it's like somewhere between 85 to 94 brake horsepower or something like that. So it's quite a lazy ride. There you go then. That is going to be the Ducati ST2 project. I'm hoping that it will be a relatively quick project. The bulk of the work is cleaning and engine work. I'm really looking forward to doing the plating. So I'm going to do yellow zinc plating, is the same as what most of the Ducati bolts, nuts and bolts are done in anyway. So I'll give that a good spin, and then some little touches, but not massive. And that's just because I'm trying to do this on a budget, because they're just not worth the money, and I want to get out on it as soon as possible as well. So I don't want to tie myself up in hoops trying to do loads and loads of concours type restoration work that's not going to be needed or give me back any return on value for the bike. If you enjoyed that video, chuck us a like. If you've got any questions or comments, stick them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you very much to my existing subscribers. Really great to have your support on the channel. So I'm going to clean this bike off camera. The next video you'll see it up on the bench and we'll start stripping it down. Thanks for watching. See you then. Cheers. Bye.